When Ateneo de Manila University relocated its Loyola Heights campus in 1959, the site already carried a long history. According to campus lore, portions of the property had once been used as cemetery, while the area also served as a Japanese military camp during World War I. Those stories have helped give Ateneo a reputation as one of the Philippines' most haunted universities. Among the best-known locations is the former Communication Department building, where students and staff have reported seeing the apparition of a woman carrying a child near stairwells and hallways. Others claim motion sensors activate without explanation, while some believe the phenomenon is connected to the spirit of a deceased Jesuit priest. Another enduring legend centers on the ghost of a woman who reportedly died via Hanjing and is said to appear near the Great Anim staircase. Elsewhere on campus, Cervini and Eliazo halls have developed paranormal reputations of their own. Students have long described hearing phantom showers running in empty bathrooms or smelling cigarette smoke where no one is present. Whether supernatural or simply part of campus folklore, the stories have become a lasting part of Ateneo tradition. The origins of Loyola Heights. Before the gates, long before concrete and steel defined this area, the land had different character. The rolling hills of what is now Quezon City were once part of a broader agricultural stretch. Early land use and indigenous presence. Before the campus existed, the area around Loyola Heights consisted of wooded ridges and open spaces. Local farmers used the land for agriculture, taking advantage of the elevation and the natural drainage provided by the hillside. Historical records indicate that the land was part of larger estates, often managed via religious orders or wealthy families during the Spanish colonial period. These communities lived simple lives tied to the seasons, planting crops and tending to livestock. The whispers of the cemetery. The legend of a former cemetery on the Ateneo property persists among students and alumni. Whispers often circulate about strange cold spots or unexplained sounds near specific older buildings. Some say the university sits on land where locals buried their dead decades before the school moved in. While no definitive historical records confirm public cemetery at this exact site, the idea reflects the common practice of family or private burials in rural areas of the Philippines. Such legends often gain strength from the quiet, wooded areas that surround the campus fringes. The changing terrain. Before the 1959 transfer, the property was largely undeveloped. The topography was rugged, with deep ravines and dense vegetation that made it difficult to build on. Aerial photos from the 1950 show very different view, with only a few dirt roads cutting through the grass and trees. The site required massive earth-moving projects to create the flat platforms needed for classrooms, chapels, and sports facilities. Ateneo's arrival. This new chapter. The decision to relocate Ateneo de Manila University from its traditional home in Ermita, Manila, came after the destruction caused by World War I. The university needed a larger, safer location to grow. The strategic relocation. Ermita suffered heavy damage during the war. Sa the 1950, the area became crowded, leaving little room for the university to expand. The Jesuits chose the Loyola Heights site for its size, natural beauty, and distance from the congestion of downtown Manila. This move was a major gamble that paid off, as it allowed the university to build a purpose-built campus in a quiet environment. Laying the foundations. Construction began in the late 1950s, following a master plan that emphasized open spaces and natural light. Architects designed the campus to blend into the rolling terrain rather than fight it. Early buildings used clean lines and concrete, reflecting the architectural trends of the era. The construction team faced the challenge of working on slope ground, which required creative engineering to ensure the stability of the new structures. Integrating with the community. The arrival of the university changed the surrounding Loyola Heights neighborhood. Before 1950, the area was rural and quiet. The sudden influx of students, faculty, and support staff brought new businesses, housing, and infrastructure to the village. Local residents saw their quiet corner of Quezon City transform into a bustling academic hub almost overnight. Examining the cemetery legend is the truth to the rumors of a burial ground. Searching for answers requires looking at local archives and the history of land use in the area. Historical records and research land titles for the area. With do students keep the ghost stories alive? Universities are often places where history and activity collide. This story helps students feel connection to the land and to the generations of people who were there before them. Acknowledging these tales is a way to respect the layers of history that exist in any place, whether that history is documented or just spoken. The growing Ateneo campus has changed a lot since 1950, growing from a few core buildings to a massive, modern complex. The university added new schools, specialized labs, and sports facilities over the decades. Each new building reflects the needs of the time, from the growth of the social sciences to the rise of technology and engineering programs. The campus now hosts thousands of students, making it a self-contained city of sorts. Architectural milestones. Some buildings on campus have become iconic.
Another chilling tale revolves around the oldest classroom buildings still standing on Loyola Heights. Several Ateneans recall strange cold spots in certain corners, sudden flickering of lights, or even the faint whispers of voices when no one else is around. One particular story involves a student who was studying alone late into the night. As the clock struck midnight, she allegedly saw a translucent figure of a woman in period attire gliding past her window. The woman vanished before any attempts were made to approach her, leaving behind an unsettling feeling that has haunted the student ever since. This story is frequently whispered among those who have stayed late on campus, serving as a spectral warning to heed the eerie atmosphere. Perhaps the most famous ghost story comes from the campus grounds near the bell tower. Legend has it that the bell itself is cursed. Those who ring it after sunset are said to invite misfortune or even witness apparitions. The story tells of a group of brave students who dared to ring the bell at night, only to be chased away by an invisible force accompanied by sudden gusts of icy wind. Since then, many avoid the bell tower after dark, respecting the supernatural law as much as the natural ones. Whether these stories stem from actual experiences or are merely tales spun from campus folklore, they contribute to the mystique and allure of the Ateneo experience. While these ghost stories might send shivers down your spine, they have also helped foster a unique sense of identity and camaraderie among Ateneans. Sharing these tales is almost a rite of passage, passing from older to younger students, bonding them through shared fascination and sometimes fear. The presence of these mysterious stories serves as a reminder that beneath the lush and serene facade of Ateneo de Manila University's Loyola Heights campus lies a world brimming with history, emotion, and mystery.
If you are an Atenean with your own chilling or unexplained experiences from the Loyola Heights campus, you're not alone. The tradition of storytelling keeps these ghostly legends alive, inviting each generation to add their own chapter to the university's rich tapestry of memories. After all, sometimes the most vibrant communities are the ones with the most intriguing secrets, and Ateneo's haunting stories certainly make it campus unlike any other. In the end, whether you believe in ghosts or see these tales as mere campus religion, there's no denying the unique charm they bring. They invite us to appreciate Loyola Heights not only as a place of learning and growth but as setting where the past and present entwine, creating stories that will continue to captivate and haunt for years to come. So next time you find yourself walking through Ateneo's tree-lined paths as dusk approaches, remember, you might just be sharing the grounds with more than just students and faculty.
From whispers in the chilling night air to mysterious happenings on the neon-lit grounds, join us as we explore the intersection of education and the unexplained. Are you ready to witness the blend of beauty and the bizarre? Click play and let the exploration begin.